What up, what up, what up, world? It's your boy Jaystar, man. Back again, finally, y'all, man. Been a tough week, man. Been a tough week, y'all. Had to go to the funeral for my uncle that I told y'all passed away like 2 weeks ago. So I've been away like the whole weekend. Didn't have a computer really to get to be able to do the video, so I know I missed out on the full strategy video, missed out on Sunday, night football video. But finally got back, and everything now. So hopefully we get back to giving y'all good information so y'all can win these slates and things like that. Like I said, sorry man, but it was hard this weekend, y'all, to get to any type of computer device basically, and be able to do this, and just going through a lot, being around my family and everything. But oh man, we good now though, y'all. We good now. We gonna get back on track. I know we got week 12 after this game, man. Stuff is moving. I really hope y'all did cash though. I know some crazy outcomes to the games, man. A lot of crazy outcomes to the running backs and stuff like that this week. It was weird. It was pretty weird to me looking at what was going on today. I can't remember like what ended up really winning so far, but I know we'll go over it when we look at the first look. But for now, let's get into this Monday night game, man, to get y'all help, to get to winning this big money for Monday night, man. So looks like we got the 49ers and the Cardinals here. So a rivalry matchup. This is going to be a huge, tough game. Because both these teams know each other very well. For seeding and things like that, for playoffs, if these teams can make it into the wild card and stuff like that, this game's gonna mean a lot for that. So, as we always do, I go over defensive schemes, then I go over each position, which fantasy points they give up, and then after that, we just try to look at who's best, captain plays, who's best flex plays, and then after that, if it's sleeper play, if need be, gotta get that too as well. So both of these teams run different defenses. So we got the 49ers with a 4-3 defenses. So it's going to be a lot of man coverage and stuff like that. So, if Kyler plays, it probably bodes well for him, if he wants to rush or anything like that. If people are covered down the field, he should be able to rush the ball and stuff like that if he ends up playing, though. And then for the Cardinals, they run a 3-4 defense. So you want to establish the pass and hit, the middle of the field and things like that in order to open up the run and things, So as for positional, fantasy points, we looking at the 49ers are giving up 15 points to quarterback, and running back, they're giving up 17 total points. And then at receiver, they're giving up 34.4 total points. And then tight end is 9.6. And defense is about 7 points. The kicker is about 5.6. And then it looks like for the Cardinals at quarterback, we're looking at 20.6 points. And then at running back, we're looking at 24 points. At receiver, we're looking at 32.5. At tight end, we're looking at 20 points. I think they were first in the league, so at tight end. And then we're looking at defense is 6 points, and then kicker is 8.7. So for the 49ers side, what we got? We got 24 points. We got 20 points. Man, it's a lot of 20 points that I feel like can happen in this game, because definitely, my bad. Let me move off of Kyler Murray. I didn't mean to pick him. McCaffrey, we know that for sure. He could definitely get 24 points total for running back. And as well as counting some of that 32.5 at, receiver, he could be a part of that too as well, because he does catch. I would say Debo is always going to be in play too. But I actually like Kittle for this game, being that he recently just had a comment saying that, I don't know if it's going to show here, if it's showing here, but I read his comment, like I think on Twitter or something like that. So follow my Twitter page, man. It's in the description, because I'll be posting all the type of stuff. But I know he just recently said that he wish, he would hope, that he would receive more than 2 targets a game, and, be more a part of the offense. And basically, I know he would love to be at this all the time, 10 and 9 targets, a game. So being that this is a rivalry, and they're really bad at tight end, I got a feeling that they might throw to Kittle a lot more in this game. It's just the fact that they are actually bad at the position, the worst team, besides I think I think it's the Seahawks is second or something like that. And then like the Raiders or something like that. Both of those three teams, I think, are all horrible at tight end. But yeah, so being that he just made that comment, I feel like they are definitely going to go to him a whole lot. Like I said, you need to establish the pass anyways, and you need to attack the middle of the field. It's the best place to attack on against a 3-4 defense. Even if y'all saw like Devontae today when he played, what do I want to say, who was that? The Denver Broncos. He was in the slot for the last play. And, and the Devontae lines out, he's basically a wide out, but he'll line out anywhere on the Raiders, at least, as you've seen. He's already been in the slot a lot. That's why you don't see Renfro get so many targets. But that play right there, he was in the slot. He went towards the middle of the field and then broke out, wide. And it had no help because once you go in the middle of the field, like the safety has to make a choice to either help, double, Devontae over the top, which, he looks like I think he tried. But they both, him and the cornerback Patrick Surtain, both went inside in the middle of the field, and Devontae cut out wide and got the game-winning touchdown. But so that's what I'm saying. Like, you need to attack the middle of the field, man. It's where you want to go. To create the biggest plays on a 3-4 defense. So that's why I'm like, Kittle's probably in play for a huge game. I like him at captain this game. Debo is in the slot too, though. When he actually lines up as a receiver and stuff like that, he's in the slot. McCaffrey, kind of runs in slot areas since he's a running back, and when he pops out for catches, he's kind of like right there in the middle of the field. So I believe these three are gotta be like the best captains. Besides that, just looking at I would say flex plays too. I mean, I also feel like Garoppolo probably is in this lineup too somewhere. Depending on, even if you put in one of these two as captain, I just feel like if they're saying on these notes here, saying that they're giving up 20 points fantasy to quarterbacks, if Garoppolo gets to about 16 to 20 points or something like that, I feel like he makes it in this lineup. And it's just now he just has so many, safe, what I want to say, like dumping options, like he could just dump it to McCaffrey, dump it to Debo, dump it to Kittle. All the players mostly on San Francisco period are like great yards after catch players. And it just benefits a quarterback like Garoppolo. He is keeping him out of throwing something deep and creating an interception and turn over the ball and stuff like that. So I feel like it's what helps him get to, these 16, what he's averaging right now, fantasy points, because he dumps it 5 yards, 10 yards to one of these players right here. They're so explosive. They take those for 50 yards and a touchdown, which just everything just benefits Garoppolo in that situation because he don't got to throw deep down the field. But as another flex option here, you could definitely toss in a Uke. I would say, 49ers defense is still a good defense to play, but we saw Elijah Mitchell get a lot of usage, so I definitely, and this is a run team, like they're run heavy first, so definitely got to say even like both of their running backs could be in play just because they are a run heavy team. But I do notice teams that go on the road, they tend to throw a little bit more. Also, Gold, he's definitely, Robbie Gold is going to be in play too. You could toss him in there. I'm just trying to make sure there's no other. Juszczyk is always going to be in play too. Always going to be in play. Like I said, this is a run team, man. You never know when he's going to get one of them goal line touchdowns. So, as a sleeper option, it's not really a sleeper option, but, because of his price, I say definitely, you could toss him in there too as a flex option. So, those would be all the options, period. That would probably be the lowest I go to is Juszczyk. On the other side of the field here, like I said, Kyler Murray is going to be in play for a captain because he is going against a 4-3 defense. So as long as he's able to go, so you got to see how his hamstring holds up and everything, then he will be a captain option. Of course, Hopkins is going to be a captain option. And I like Rondale Moore because he's one of the big yards after catch plays receivers in the league. So I definitely like that in him because he can take something short for a big gain, and next he got 100 yards or something like that, and he's been coming short of it like at least 2 out of the last 3 games. So coming short of that 100-yard bonus, but you never know when he might just break it, and he's gonna have the easiest matchup when it comes to cornerbacks and stuff like that, being that he is lined up in the slot. And like I say about Arizona, it's something about their slot receiver in their offensive scheme tends to always have the biggest plays. Like we talking about the deep catches and stuff like that. Like 38, 26, 31, we saw him catch that one-hand catch, I believe it was against the Rams last week. But as you notice, like Rondell Moore, before that we had Greg Dortch, earlier in the season when he was in the and we can't see it here, but when he was lined up in the slot as the number one slot receiver, he was getting a lot of the big plays. So it's just something about their offensive scheme that they use their slot receiver for big plays. So that's why I gotta say, like, he's definitely gonna be capable of being a captain here. Besides that, I don't think there's anybody else I would think is a captain play on this side. Or my bad, I could definitely toss in still, even though I know they're pretty hard, a pretty good team against the run. Like, they have a hard time, but still, it's just the fact that they might, because of Kyler having such a bad hamstring injury and stuff like that, they might lean on the run a lot, like they did right here against the Rams. And the Rams were a pretty good team against the run, so it didn't even matter. He still got to 23 fantasy points. So that's why I'm saying, like, definitely got to say James Conner could be in play for a captain play there. So got to toss him in there too. Like I said, if Murray's out, then it would just be these three. Then is what I would focus on as captains for this side of the field. And let's see. So, other than that, man, let's see. Who else? Am I missing somebody here? Because Colt McCoy had a decent game. Let's see. How did he end up doing? So, he had 13. Threw the ball 37 times. Okay, so he did decent. I'm just trying to see who else am I missing here though from Arizona. AJ Green, did he do something that last game? Or am I tripping? Oh, he did score a touchdown. Just 2 targets though. I don't know if I would put him in there with just 2 targets. And I forgot to mention Juwan Jennings too. He's definitely also a play too for the other side. My bad, I missed him there. But yeah, because he definitely gets targets like every game at least. So, Ingram, did he play at all? Only 1. Okay. Greg Dortch, did he get in that last game against the Rams? Nope. Okay. So the other option I know after, we got Matt. Only 3. Because definitely, kicker, you can always toss them in. Defense, if you think somehow Arizona can get up big, then it's always going to be, I would say the defense. I always say, period, home defenses and rivalries take a shot at them anyways, just because they play hard, man. And you never know what's going to happen. Like I said, if somehow they can get up big, like I tell you every time, Garoppolo, the whole way you want to play Garoppolo is trying to get up because you want him to have to throw and not have to lean on that run. Because when they lean on that run, then he can end up having a good game. But McBride, for their rookie right here that they drafted this year, I think he's gonna be a great play this game. Just feel like just gonna have to be, he's gonna take up all what we've been seeing for Ertz. Everything we've been seeing in Zach Ertz. Same way, like I said, like everybody that moves into the slot for Arizona goes right in to do the big plays that they have set up in their offensive scheme. The exact same thing I feel like for Trey McBride. I feel like he's going to do the exact same thing we've been seeing with Zach Ertz, go right into that position and have 6 to 8 targets probably, because they're not going to just like go completely away from the tight end. You've seen that it's been part of their offensive scheme every week with Zach Ertz. So it's the same thing about to happen for Trey McBride. So definitely feel like he's a play. I don't know if they have a backup tight end though. Let's see. We got a backup right here. Looks like he at least got in for a target. I don't think these other ones have played at all. So you could also take a shot at $200 because, like I say, it's a position that they use, man. So even the backup going to have a chance to as well. Then, like it's the same thing like if you talk about the 49ers and they run the ball heavily. You know what I mean? So it's like every running back that that gets in the game to run got a chance then, So definitely that. But so after that, I think that's about it. So like I said, we will have them, that, and then even the backup down here for $200 in Anderson, because at least we saw him get in. So you can toss in him for a sleeper play too as well. But if I'm looking at how would I build this lineup now, knowing all this news, so we got, let's see. Man. I'm thinking I'm rolling with Kittle, man. I'm rolling with Kittle. It just feel like it'll be Kittle captain, on the time. Like I don't even think he's had. We're not gonna be able to see all the games, but he had a 21-point game against Kansas City. And I don't think this was a showdown. I could have swore this was a all day slate game and everybody was able to actually take the two tight ends. Cause I know they both came short of 100 yards, but they both had a lot of targets that game for him and Kelsey. But since then, I mean, he hasn't really done anything, you know, and it just feels like he will have his biggest game on a night where you can't take him on like a full game slate type of thing. So I just really feel like he goes off, gets the 20 points that it says that they're giving up anyways, and I just definitely think he's going to get like 10 to 9 targets tomorrow. So I feel like, let's see, the last time when he went off, is that still okay? So we had, look, wow, the same game that he went off, you know, Garoppolo did good. So I'm gonna just go ahead and put those two together then. Since he's supposed to get 20 fantasy points, you know, anyways, Garoppolo. So we got 220s there. Let me see what I want to run back though before I even get to adding some more players from the 49ers or something like that. Let's see. We got 34 points and 9 points at tight end. Okay, running back we only got 17 points, but who knows, man? That end up could be in. And James Conner could be. Let me see how many targets he only had. 3 targets, caught all of them though. But they got 2 touchdowns. Oh man, I kind of want to go with Conner. I just feel like that might be the safest bet. Like I feel like either way, like either quarterback plays, I feel like they're gonna lean on Conner a little bit more. Like 21, that was the most attempts he's gotten, period. And I know this is a hard team, you know, against the run, but 17 points, I kind of feel like he probably gets that 17 points still. Is being that he is the home back, I just think you gotta have that home back on the rivalry still. Like they play real hard, man. They just play real hard. So I think I want the running back still. Hopkins, I really want Rondo more than I even want Hopkins, but I'm probably still gonna get Hopkins because I'm thinking, man, like Hopkins has so many targets, and I think he just hamstring. He's probably, is he just really hurt, or is he just doing his normal resting that he does as a veteran? Limited practice, both. Okay. Yeah, I think he's just doing that same little resting he does every week. Let me see. Is there any? Because I know they didn't do too well right here against a 4-3 defense, but he did pretty good right here against a 4-3 defense. I just feel like, yeah, gotta go with Hopkins. I kind of want to leave some money on the table here, and I feel like Trey McBride is definitely gonna get used. Let me see. Do I want to leave it like this, or would I go ahead and pay up for right here? Let's see. What does this leave me with? It's enough to get Debo, Ayuk, or Rondale Moore. So I like where I was at with Rondale Moore, but it's good to know that I'm able to go all the way up to even Colt McCoy if I feel like I needed him. If Kyler Murray is not able to go. So kind of in this area, I really do like this. Like I said, because I'm able to take Debo and still left. Yeah, I kind of like this a lot. Because like the middle of the field, I can do a middle of the field stack here. Basically, like I got Kittle, I got Debo. You know, I know McCaffrey is such a great play and everything, but I did see them using the package that I thought they was going to use where they put Debo and McCaffrey back in the backfield at the same time. I kind of feel like that's an unstoppable play because you don't really know who's going to get the ball. They both very explosive. But this could just be a game where Debo, you know, gets the ball and does something big. So could be that. But also I like how I could switch off to Rondale Moore too as well. But I really think this is going to be a big game for Kittle, man. Period. Like I think he's probably going to be the best captain play. If not, though, like I said, in order for me, I think Kittle would be first. For the other side, I think I would probably say Connor first. Just the home back. I just feel like he might get a lot of dumps in this game because it's going to be tough to just run, but he might get a lot of dump passes. It's going to be tough to, you know, kind of throw, but not really because they kind of throw side to side, just making sure they get the ball out to their receivers. So somebody like Hopkins could still do really good because of that. So definitely Hopkins would be in play at captain there. You know, and I'm trying to think of my order because I like Kittle a lot first. And I'm just thinking, like, would I put Hopkins next or would I say, like, McCaffrey? Because I think I might say McCaffrey. Let me see. How many targets did he have the last game? He got 6 targets. And compared to, like, Debo, he had 6 targets too. But only 4 rush attempts. So think it would be McCaffrey next. So I think I'm going Debo, McCaffrey, and then I would go to the other side. I think with Hopkins and Connor will be my order, I think. So those would probably be my main four I would try to like stick with first and build my lineups off of that. But like I said, right now I really like the way I just designed this lineup here. But man, hope y'all enjoyed that, man. I hope y'all cash big tomorrow, man. Like I said, sorry, man, I couldn't get all the videos popped out for the week, man. It was a tough week, man, for me. But we'll be back at it, for week 12 full, with every video that we need, because we know we got Thanksgiving and stuff like that. So before we all get out, with our family and stuff, I'll try to get all those videos popped out for y'all so y'all can win that money, man. Good luck, though, on Monday, and good luck for the rest of the week, too. It's your boy Jaystar. I'm out. Peace, y'all.